the only reason that white people in the United States or anywhere we are, in Europe, in Africa, in Australia, in Israel, wherever we are the colonizers. We are the colonizers, and we live off the expense of the assault, Europe's assault on Africa, the kidnapping of African human beings, the trafficking, all of these things that we hear today. This is where it came from. Hundreds of years of assaulting and stealing everything that African people and Africa as a continent had, and putting it into the hands of white people. And so this is why, as the chairman has said, the true class struggle, the true working class in the world is the African and colonized working class, not white people, because all white people, and you know this is true, you and I know this is true by just living our lives and seeing it. All white people sit on the pedestal, on the backs of African and indigenous people. And, you know, the statistics are that even poor white people have an easier ability in a crisis to raise $3,000 in an emergency than middle-class African people do. Because we live in social wealth. We live with the wealth surrounding.
And you heard it, man. First off, I'd like to say all praise be to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash, double honor to the elders and apostles of great most and that rule well. Shalom to the elect. See, sometimes, well, a lot of times, the Lord can put the spirit on a heathen to speak up the truth, spill the beans, and what is it? What do you call it? To be a whistleblower and stuff like that, or people that have operated in certain functions like the CIA to come out and speak about the wickedness and atrocities of the Babylon, the great America's empire, man, have done and caused and are still doing. Yeah. These Edomites are devils, man. Micah 2:1, it says, woe to the oppressors, woe to them that devise iniquity. Yeah. Devise iniquity. They make plans of evil schemes. Yeah. This is by design. Yeah, this is not random. This is by design. They want a system that benefits the Edomites themselves, so-called white people, and a system that keeps the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics in particular, because we're the chosen people, the real Israelites. Yeah. You know, to a system of oppression and failure, man. Yeah. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it's in the power of their hand. They're in power, man. Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Yeah, and they're known as the border of wickedness in the scriptures. Yeah, the Edomites, the so-called white people. Yeah. See, they work evil upon their beds. They practice it day and night. Go into their labs. Yeah. Go into the UN meetings. Oh, how can we stop these people from succeeding and achieving things? Yeah. How can we economically cripple these people? Yeah. And they covet fields. Yeah, basically lands, you know, lands for resources. They want to steal and put countries in like binding contracts that you can never be loose from. And next thing you know, you're suffering. Yeah, economical hitman, CIA operations by putting puppet leaders in. That's for the American or European interest. Yeah, this is a dirty world that we live in, man. And it's all because of Esau. And take them by violence. Didn't she say that? She said the word assault, man. Violence, man. And that's the nature of Esau. The book of Genesis, it talks about what? He shall rule the world with the sword, violence, assault, bloodshed, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. See? Oppression, man. Stripping you from everything you have, your identity, your land, your culture, everything, man. Psalms 49:11, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Yeah, Esau thinks that his empire is going to continue forever, and there will be no end to him. And their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Yeah. Almost everything is named after Europeans, man. Even the continent of Africa, that's a European name. Hmm? A Roman soldier, Africanus, a Roman general, should I say. Got America, Amerigo Vespucci, and land of Africa, Africanus, Scipio Africanus, if I remember. So it's showing you that these so-called white people own the world. Because think about it, if you're a Jake, you call yourself an African American, you're basically saying that you spawned from two white people, and not only two white people, two white men, which is impossible. You're owned by two white men when you call yourself African American. We are Israelites, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics, and those that believe and resonate with the word are the true children of God, man. Our true identity is Israelites. See, and that's what colonizers do. They call their lands after their own names. Yeah, they rebrand and rename things. Isaiah 14, stuff from verse 4 says, that thou should take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, the great America, and say, how has the oppressor seized the golden city seized? Yeah, America is that golden city, that great city. Yeah, but guess what? It's starting to fizzle down. It's starting to die down. The power structure is being destroyed. There's rattling and division amongst the EU and NATO nations. America, EU, and NATO, which is biblical prophecy, Revelation 17 and chapter 18. Yeah. And in the book of Daniel's, the 10 toes, part clay. Verse 5, it says, the Lord have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. The staff and scepter symbolizes power, because that's what kings and rulers used to have. They used to rule with a scepter. It symbolizes power. Verse 6, and it says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continuous stroke. So Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the colonizer, the Europeans have been beating people down, invading countries, colonizing, spreading violence, stealing, extracting tremendous amounts of resources from people and sucking them dry, and leaving them with corruption and chaos. Yeah. CIA attacks. Yeah. He that ruled or setting up propaganda so they can enter a country using war. He that ruled the nations in anger. is persecuted, and none hindereth. That's Esau, man. He ruled the world in anger, violence, destruction, stealing. Habakkuk 2, verse 4 says, Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yeah, the soul of Esau is not upright, man. He's not a righteous spirit. He's immoral. He's profane. He's unholy. He's disgusting. He's abominable. He's blood hungry. Yeah. Hebrews 12 and 16, he's a profane person, a fornicator. He's outside the temple. He's evil. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Yeah, Esau can't stay at home. He has the audacity to talk about, oh, we need to look after our borders. But wait a minute. At one point, you was the foreigner. You was the outsider. You was the invader. You just stole a whole landmass of the Americas, which it belonged to who? The Latino, Hispanic, and Native American tribes, man, which are our brothers and sisters. Yeah. And everywhere else you went, you stole. Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as deaf and cannot be satisfied. He's like a bottomless pit. He's a greedy bottomless pit that wants to take and steal as much as possible, and still never satisfied. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Yeah. Yeah, like Babylon the Great, a great melting pot, combination of multiple nations, cultures, languages. Yeah. And he uses his Europeanization, Westernization, and Americanization to destroy people's mentalities and cultures and beliefs, man. Yeah, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taught proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his. Yeah, you take things that's not yours, that don't belong to you. That's why Esau is known as a thief. He's known as a culture vulture. Yeah. He's an imposter, man. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, representing sin and iniquity and the wickedness that he has done. He's going to be judged for that, man. And what's the judgment? What's the penalty for what Esau has done? Revelations 13 and 10, it says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Yeah, captivity represents what? Enslavement. Yeah. So the Edomites have put us in slavery, as well as the other heathens. So therefore their judgment is that we get the justice of, for the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai, to enslave them back. But this time it will be for eternity. Yeah. There will be slaves in the kingdom. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And that's Esau's favorite power, which his blessing, which is going to be his curse, is the sword. Violence. So he will be judged with violence also by the Lord and the holy angels and the men of the Lord. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So the saints of God, the true believers of Yahweh Shemashai, the real Israelites, yeah, starting with the elect, we, Lord willing, one of them, Lord willing, brothers are part of it. We hope and pray for this prophecy to be fulfilled, that that the Lord will bring us over our enemies. Yeah. So guess what? And that's how you Christians ain't got the truth. You anti-Christians, should we say? Because you don't believe in scriptures like this. You look at the scriptures and say, "Oh, we can't believe in that sort of stuff. That's too much. That's too negative." No, that's because you don't know who the book is for. This book is for the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics. Right? It's for a particular race that the Lord is concerned about and wants to be saved. It's not for everybody. It's not for all nations. Yeah. Yeah? And the Lord is about justice. If you're not about justice, you're wicked. You've got the same mentality as these Edomites. Want to get away with murder, get away with enslavement. Yeah. Want to get away with stealing and misbehaving. No, the Lord sees all of that, and He wants to put that to a stop. So anyways, with that, all praises to Yahweh, B'Hashim Yashai, B'Shim Kakadash, Shalom.